Hello everyone. What's going on? What's poppin'? What's up? Que pasa? Konnichiwa. I'm a WBFF fitness pro. I've done some photo shoots, been in a couple magazines. I'm a trainer, I'm a nutrition coach, I'm a health coach, health and wellness lifestyle coach. That's what I do. You're probably going, oh my God, I thought you were platinum. I did too. Let's see, last Friday, and I haven't washed it in a couple days. It's pretty awesome. Last Friday, Ariel came over, hairstylist. Let me take you back to 2013 when I had the photo shoot. If you've seen any of my pictures where I have like the bikini on and I'm in the beach, that photo shoot, well, the night before or the day before, I got my hair done, touched up, and I'd noticed as I had been going to this particular salon and hairstylist, so I kept getting, the breakage right around here. She'd put the highlights in my hair. I've always had highlights my whole life. I noticed my hair kept breaking. It wasn't a big deal. Well, I went to this gal that had been doing my hair. My dumb ass wanted a perm or like a body wave and to get my roots touched up. She agreed to it, and I have super fine hair. And anybody, if you know about hair, would say, hell no, that's a big no-no. I didn't know. I knew that my other hairstylist always said, no, I'm not going to do that to you. So you're going to have to go to somebody else. And this girl said, okay. So she did it, and when we got done, my hair was fucking fried. I'm talking, and I had a photo shoot the next day, huge, in Sarasota, Florida, and I live in Atlanta, Georgia. Big deal, okay? With a big world-renowned photographer we're talking here. Coincidence? Well, my hair was fried from around my crown right here, just totally fried off, and I still had some left, and I just left it because I had extensions. The hairstylist, she did my hair at the photo shoot and said, oh my God, you should have sued this girl. Well, I was friends with the girl, so I'm not going to do that, and I didn't know. I figure shit happens. So anyway, that was in 2013. Here we are 3 years later. So 2 years after that, or a year after that, I found some people that would work with me and not go so drastic, to try to allow just some health, back in my hair. And the photographer even said your weakest attribute or your weakest feature is your hair, and I was like, fuck, it wasn't yesterday. But anyway, what are you gonna do? So shit happens. If you're a girl, it has probably happened to you. So I found Ariel because I've always wanted to be platinum. I've always loved the Playboy bunny look. Ariel was able to get me there, straight icy, because I tried to bleach it myself. If you're on my website, I've got the videos of me bleaching it myself, and it turned out okay. I actually did a photo shoot for a magazine that I did my own hair color, and it was okay. I just wanted to be icy, and Ariel was able to take me there without totally frying the shit off. So I told her that she had been doing it for a few months, and I just noticed the breakage again. It's just too much for my hair. Noticed the breakage around here and around my face, and I said, look, Ariel, I love the blonde that you're getting me. Can we keep it? I want some dark lowlights in there, because my natural color, I really am pretty dark. If you saw pictures, you'd be like, wow. So she said, okay. Well, she did a reverse, how do you say it? Balayage, I don't know. And it was dark, like this dark. I shit my pants. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be gothic, and I don't ever want to put makeup on. I'm just gonna kill myself now. I hated it. Well, she said, shut up, it's gonna fade, and it did, and I like it. It has grown on me, and I like it. And not to mention, she said she was gonna come back and put highlights in it Monday. And I asked her, I said, look, because I train her as well, and I'm trying to repair her metabolism. So she goes, all right, do you want a quick fix and fuck up your metabolism, aka hair, or do you want to let it heal? I said, let it heal. And also she mentioned, with a newborn baby coming up, maintenance will be very low with this hairstyle. So I said, sign me up, because I'm not going to be trying to be all hot when I have the baby anyway. It's not going to happen. The girls that look sexy, like, oh my God, who do I follow? Brooke Adams. What's her name? So hot. You can't mess that up. But anyway, I'm not going to be doing any crazy awesome photo shoots within a month after the baby. So I figured I'll just keep it like this, and we'll slowly add some highlights. But that's it. It's in a braid. I haven't washed it in a couple days. I dig it. She's awesome. Her name's Ariel Sendown. She's in Atlanta and Brookhaven. If you want her information, just email me, casey@caseyship.com. I'm gonna go straight into this. I have a 1-year-old. I'm pregnant with my second, and I am 35 weeks. So I'm gonna be going over my 35-week blog. I'm gonna touch on the 34 weeks as well, because you know I kind of do 2 weeks together. All right, rolling back. So I told you guys, my first pregnancy, C-section, and I blame myself a lot for that. I've changed a lot as a person, I would say. I'll tell you a little bit about that too since my last pregnancy. However, my last pregnancy, I got really scared around 37 weeks. I was terrified of having a baby in general, whether it came in my vagina or a C-section. Just a lot of fear around that. I put myself on bed rest at week 37, 38, nothing. Like, I was terrified for him to come out. Had group strep B. I was like, it's gonna kill my baby, all this stuff. So anyway, he came out at 42 weeks, C-section, and I was even dilated, like walking around at a 2 and effaced for a week. I did the castor oil, I did scaleni's, I did sex, I did evening primrose oil, I took bromelain tablets, which is the active ingredient in pineapple that they tell you to fucking eat. Nothing worked, but the castor oil would send me into labor, just be false labor, that's all. So with this baby, I'm not as scared. I'm still scared. Okay, who isn't? It's a big freaking deal. I'm just not as scared because I had a C-section. What's the worst that could happen besides me dying or my baby dying? And every woman, well, I always think about that morbid shit. I told you at week 34, 35, I would start doing some induction type things that midwives do. I'm not going to tell you what I'm taking yet because it may not work. I may have to be, I scheduled my C-section. My doc appointment last week, super chill, Dr. Ehrlich, gosh almighty. He said, what do you want to do? And I said, well, let's plan the C-section, because he agreed that planning the C-section was a lot easier than not having it scheduled and trying to get in on the schedule. So I said, yeah, I mean, I'm down. I'd much rather have a planned C-section than not know what's going on and go overdue. So we scheduled that for October 10th. So that's about 3 weeks away, 4 weeks, I don't know. It's at week 38, or I mean 39 is when the C-section's planned for. He said, Vbac all day long. He said, if you go into labor and you can do it Vbac, I will do it. He's known for that. And I made sure I found a doctor that when I had a baby with this one, that would support a Vbac. And I searched and searched. So if you want that, just, hey, they're out there. Even his nurses said, you know, a lot of doctors won't do this, the Vbac, and he's really chill, man. I just love it. In the first pregnancy, I saw nothing but midwives and, you know, Bradley method, and they were so, I need to make a video of how I was treated in the first pregnancy versus this one. And he's an MD, and he does not act like an MD. I tell him I don't want a vaccination for myself. He's like, all right. The other nurses at the office were like, you don't want to do that, even if it protects your baby? Just, oh my God, you know, what mother wants to hear that? Guilt, as if we don't already have enough. Anyway, week 34, I started doing some stuff to induce labor. I started up in my cardio. Been doing 3 to 4 hours a week of cardio. Not crazy stuff, you guys. Let's see, I get on the incline at like 5 or 6. I walk at 1.5 to 1.8. My heart rate stays 115 to 125. I'm 30 years old. So my heart rate stays there, and I just do 30 minutes. Haven't touched a weight. What's that? And that, what is this? What is this? I haven't lifted weights in a couple weeks. I'm just doing the cardio, and I have a friend that's kind of telling me what's up. She's had 4 kids, and she knows how to get them out. I'm just going to say that. Even though she has C-sections, she knows how to go into labor. So I'm doing what she says, and I'm not going to tell you what else I'm doing because it may not work. If it does work, I'll make a video about it. So anyway, I've upped my cardio. Nothing's really changing on my last blog. I said I was getting a lot of female junk pain. Not a lot of that. Still getting the fire crotch. Still getting the fire crotch. Occasional lower ab cramping, lower back cramping, you know, like a contraction, whoop-de-doo. But last week, I went outside to get my cardio in because I couldn't go to the gym that day. And I live in the city, okay? I mean, not like the city, but I mean, I live in the city if you're from the country. And I grew up in 400 acres in West Georgia on a cattle farm, okay? This is the city to me. It's a subdivision, for Jesus freaking Christ's sake. So I was outside in the cul-de-sac because I didn't want to be far away from home. It was at nighttime. And I have one beat in and one off in case, you know, there's a mass murderer in the bushes and he's going to run after me. I think like that. So right there, just for a second, I was like, oh, I'm good. And I put the other beat on, start walking, look over to the left, motherfucking coyote looking at me, just chilling, just like straight chilling, like with his head down, just looking at me, okay? I grew up, like I said, on 400 acres for 18 years. Four-wheelers, and I say 400, listen, probably more than that because we leased land as well. Grew up on the cage taking shits in the woods. Never have I been this close and stared at by a wild coyote. We even had a coyote as a pet, but we had him as a puppy. Okay, it's crazy. So he's sitting there chilling, just staring at me, man. And I was thinking like the bear thing, like if I run, is he gonna run? But I looked at my door and I was like, if I book this shit, I can do it. Even if he runs after me, I can make it to my door. You know what I'm saying? He didn't move, and I honestly blacked out and fucking hauled ass. Got to the door, went in, and I was like so scared. I don't know why, because I think because he did not move. So in my mind, if an animal gets that close to me, he got rabies. If he's got rabies, he's gonna come kill me. So that was funny. Pretty much, let's just 8.5 months pregnant, sprinting. Jackie Joyner Kersey, is that her name? Okay. Bolt, Isan, whatever his name is. Okay. At 8.5 months pregnant. Well, I get in the bathtub upstairs. Straight contractions, dude. I mean, fucking hey, like it was like I was like, ow. I think I had to get out of the bathtub. Yeah, because I told my doula friend, I call her a doula. I was like, dude, I'm having fucking contractions. Then it was from doing the sprint. So hey, week 37 rolls around. I just may start doing some sprints. You know, it might tear my uterus up and make me piss myself, but it'll get him out. So that's a pretty funny story, and it was on my Snapchat. Week 34, holy shit. First trimester, fatigue and nausea set right back in. And this time you got a, you know, big baby. The nausea, I even woke up in the middle of the night and thought I had a stomach virus. Oh, I felt so sick. I got in the bathtub. I was like, oh, fuck. I've got listeria or hysteria, whatever's on the sandwich meat. I'm gonna die. My baby's gonna die. Oh, so the nausea returned, fatigue, where you just get so tired, no energy. And you know I do caffeine, so it's not like, well, just drink some green tea. No. First trimester tiredness. If you've been pregnant before, you know the fatigue I'm talking about. This is not the fatigue like, I did a hard workout today and put in an extra 2 hours at work and did errands. I'm tired. It's a different tired when you're building a baby. Whew, that was rough. Occasional nesting. I'm reading from my pad here. Occasional nesting. Now, as you know, I am not doing a baby room. I am doing my 1-year-old's room. He's getting a new room, and the newborn is gonna go in my 1-year-old's room right now. It's still not done. I had my dad come over last weekend, or 2 weekends ago. They got all the furniture moved up there because I'm big on, I didn't want to spend like $1,000, probably more than that, for baby furniture when you got to get rid of it in 3 years anyway. I like what is it called? Reupholstering, refurbishing, redoing old furniture. I get like either a free piece that doesn't cost, it's free, like a dresser, or I found this one on Craigslist for $100, and I use the boutique Annie Sloan chalk paint, and I paint my furniture. You can make it look distressed, you can make it look brand new, modern, whatever you want. That's what I'm doing. So we've got to finish painting the dresser, hanging the curtains, getting pictures, and just finalizing things. But I did get his bedding and his bed and changing table and all that. So even though we won't need a baby room right away, I still want it done because I need clothes put away in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? But nesting, I got to a point where I wanted to clean the baseboards and have everything just ready. Even at the grocery store, I want to buy like 3 of everything. So when my dad comes to stay with my little one, when we have the baby, we just have everything. Like I want to make sure it's all there. So that's happening, and it's still in my mind. And we were talking about today, and I don't know what this is called, and I'd love to know if there's a term for this. I'm sure there is. I would compare it to competing. If you've ever done a bikini competition or a figure competition or a fitness competition, any kind of big competition or event, your mind is so on it. It's really hard to focus on other things. That's how I feel right now, especially today. Oh, now when I get working because I have designated hours I work on the computer with clients, and I do tap in and put there, you know, I can focus. I don't think about the baby. Every other fucking hour of the day, whereas normally I'm like enjoying life and doing this, doing that, I can't stop thinking about this baby. There's like this over me. Even Skip, my husband, said that. He's like, I can't even get into anything. Like, you could tell me right now just to go fill out my paperwork to get a brand new truck, and I could have it, and I don't want to even start anything because this is about to happen. So I don't know, it's a big deal, and especially already having one, I kind of know what's in store, the possibilities, what could go right, what could go wrong, what is all entailed in the new birth, the new life. It's a big deal. I'm definitely feeling that right now. Week 35. This is interesting. Well, I live in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. It's like 90 degrees, humid. It's just rough. And I grew up outside, and I never go outside now. I'll tell you here. I bought a new car in 2013. It only has like 30,000 miles on it right now. How much I don't drive. I get in the car, I go to the gym, unless we go together to do my cardio. Rarely do I run an errand. I may go to the grocery store. Most of the time he'll go with me because he has the same schedule as I do. We're off in the mornings, we work in the evenings. So I'll go to the gym and usually come back home. I'll have maybe a client in the morning, and then normal stuff, spend some more time with my hubby because that's our time together because we don't have the evenings. And then he goes to work, I'm with my babe, and I just go through the rest of the day. If I throw in anything else in the rest of the day, in the aspect of going outside, like if I have to get in my car again with the baby and go somewhere in 90-degree weather in my coupe, I'm fucking toast, man. It's hard for me to put my baby down, like give him a bath and feed him. It's horrible. The feet pain, leg sludge, I call it leg sludge. It's really just from like your knee down. It's a weird pain. If you stood on your feet for a long period of time on the hard surface and your feet hurt, like if you've been a waitress before, I've been a waitress, where your feet hurt. It's kind of the same but different. It's just more. It's from your knee down, and it hurts really bad. Not really bad like I need a pain pill. Just you can't think of anything else. So the only thing that will alleviate that for me, I've noticed, is cardio. If I do my cardio, I'm pretty good on that, and I drink a gallon of water or more a day. That maybe has something to do with it too. One of my friends said it was a calcium deficiency. I'm eating freaking calcium things like no other, because at this stage of the pregnancy they just pull all the calcium from you. And I don't drink milk or dairy, even though people think that's where you get calcium. It's not. I mean, lemon juice and lime juice has tons of calcium in it. Just Google. But the leg sludge, I have noticed cardio helps it, and I drink a lot of water. I flavor my water with liquid stevia drops. So hopefully that helps if you're having leg pain or foot and leg pain. On my app, it says constipation and hemorrhoids are going to be an issue. I haven't had really either one of those. Constipation with my body, because I don't eat dairy and I eat so consistently like the same shit. If I don't get enough water, yeah, that will affect me, I've noticed. And then caffeine, I haven't been doing, been out of my neon drinks. They're sending an order. I just sent it in yesterday. So I'm out of that, and it has 100 mg of caffeine natural. So I haven't had that. I don't like coffee. Coffee makes me anxious. So I was doing green tea. A couple days I did 5-hour energy, extra strength, and I used to do those a lot. They helped my ADD. I feel like those made my stomach burn while I was pregnant. And I only did half one. I would do an extra strength 5-hour, half one, and then do the other half the next day, which is totally fine. Doctors will tell you can get 200 mgs of caffeine from coffee. And I think I read somewhere that to affect the baby, you need like 800 mgs for it to have a negative effect. So moderation. If you're sitting there thinking, I can't believe you did that. You're different from me, I'm different from you, I'm telling you what I do. Because I know a lot of girls that judge themselves, they want to do caffeine, they're tired, dog ass tired, and they're afraid to do it. If you're afraid to do it, just try it. It's not, my baby is super hyper, okay, maybe that's why, so don't do it. I'm just telling you what I do, and he doesn't have, you know, 2 toes, so whatever. Chick-fil-A's back. Oh my God. I've actually had it 2 days in a row now. I get the #1 chicken sandwich with no bun and a large fry with an extra large unsweet tea. No ketchup or sauces, really, no. They just do me well, and it's so funny because I did the same thing with my first. It's almost like when the baby's trying to pack on that weight to be born, my babies just prefer Chick-fil-A, I don't know. I ordered Quest bars. I get the kind with no sucralose in them. I think I have lemon this time. Got my Vbac cookies coming, and I have baby food squeeze pouches of the avocado, kale, spinach one, and I have pear, pea, and spinach squeeze packs because, let me tell you, I don't want to eat vegetables. I want to vomit the thought of eating vegetables unless they're like cooked some special way, and guess who wants to cook a special way? That's right, not me. Nobody in this room right here. There's nobody in this room but me. So the only way I'm going to get those veggies, because I don't want to do Juice Plus, is the squeeze pouches. And I have found, I've actually put them in some athletes of my plans, and it works because most kids, they don't want to eat veggies, so they will eat the baby food. So I bought all that to take to the hospital with me. I'm going to make a video. I think I'm going to put it on my website though because it's worth paying for. So many people are in fitness and think that they eat right and look at me and just say, I wish I was just skinny like you all the time. Well, I can show you how I eat, and I'll show you how I eat. So I may put that together, I'll let you know. Sex, because I talk about it, okay? Man, I want to do it. Our schedules, it's like my mind has to be so right because it's so hard to get there mentally right now because I'm so big and miserable. Only one position works. It's just fucking horrible. Ugh. And being fat's different, okay? Being fat, you can, like, there's not a live, hard thing inside of you. So it's different. It's not like that. Like I told you though, the first one I feel like was easier. This time on, and it's probably because I have a 1-year-old and schedules are a big deal now. It's just whatever. Ooh. We have to work on that. It's a working effort. So if you don't want to do it, you gotta make shift, man, because you gotta do that for your man. That's how they receive love. I think all of them do. And then it's good for you too. It's just not awesome. I'm just gonna tell you that. And especially when like you're doing it and you look down. I can't look at myself. Whereas used to, I'd like want to look at myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, look at that baby or whatever. Now it's like, ew, you're pregnant. I don't see how people have fetishes about that. Oh my God. Sleep, hit or miss. Well, you know, I'm not having the insomnia really anymore. My pillow situation is increased, and I pee about 4 or 5 times a night getting up, but I'm able to go back to sleep afterwards. So I'm good there. It's good. I would say it's good. I'm used to it. I get about 6 to 7.5 hours on average. I started doing spray tans again. Mystic Booth, because you have to feel good. I have to feel good about myself. It's important that you feel good about yourself. I'm super fucking white, and I don't want to go tan in bed. I'm trying to get rid of all these brown spots, okay? Who wants brown age spots? Not me. So, spray tan. And someone will be like, oh, you're not supposed to do that to the baby. Shut up. I'm not going to be breastfeeding anyway, and I don't care. It's okay. There's worse things. I want a spray tan. However, I used to use the Saint Tropez. I've tried Saint Tropez and L'Oreal. Saint Tropez all day, baby. It's the best one I found. I gotta find me some more just for some quick application. STTROPEZ. It's got a teal blue top. I think I paid 40, 50 bucks and got friggin' 10, 11 applications out of it. Spray tans, you know how much they cost. I need another spray tan because I want to, like, because I'm videoing my birth, I always do. And you know, I gotta look good. I wish I could get eyelash extensions. I just hate those, and you know, whatever. It is what it is. Spray tans, cravings, orange juice. Dude, I'm wanting so much orange juice. I could drink a gallon. I think it's probably the calcium that I'm needing. I could drink a gallon of orange juice. Oh my God, and just eat like watermelon and cold stuff. And this is a funny observation as well. When I get pedicures, like you have to sit there, you know, they want your feet over so they can paint the tops of your toenails and work on the tops of your feet, and they always turn my feet. And I realized, what the fuck? Well, from my belly, your legs are spread. Like it's hard to, because my baby's like sitting on my legs. See, like this, he's like on my legs. So to sit with my legs closed, it feels like I'm squishing him. So I sit there like with my legs open. And then I realized that when I go to the bathroom, if I'm sitting on the toilet, I put my pants all the way around my ankles. I'm like, Skip, dude, now I know why guys put their pants all the way around their ankles when they take a shit. He goes, what are you talking about? Think about it. So normally when I don't have a big belly, I can put my panties or my pants, you know, around my thighs and go to the bathroom. Now I have to go all the way down so I can sit on my legs, just relax. So that was pretty funny. That's week 34 and 35. I go to the doctor next week at my 36-week appointment. I get the group Strep B, so I'll let you know how that goes. And I hope he checks me. I'll be very interested to see if I'm effaced at all. Thank you for checking me out. I will leave any links to get in touch with me below this video here. If you like it, subscribe. I post videos of all kinds of stuff. See you next week.